Well, the Vatican released the logo and slogan for the Holy Father's visit to Hungary next month. Christ is our future is the motto which will accompany the Pope's visit to the Hungarian capital of Budapest. It will be his 41st trip abroad. The central part of the logo represents the Budapest chain bridge, the historic bridge standing over the Danube River. It is meant to be like the Holy Father's idea of the importance of building bridges among people. Joining us now from Budapest, Hungary, is Domonkos Pulay, journalist with EWTN Hungary. So good to be with you today. Can you tell us more about this apostolic journey of the Pope and what will be the most important and significant moments of this trip?
Good evening, Tracy from Budapest. Well, there had been many rumors in the past few weeks that Pope Francis would visit Hungary sometime in the spring of 2023, but it was officially confirmed on Monday by the director of the Holy See Press Conference Office, Matteo Bruni, who announced that the Holy Father has indeed accepted the invitation of the civil and ecclesial authorities and will make an apostolic journey to Hungary from April 28th to the 30th. Now, Pope Francis's visit to Budapest will mark his 41st apostolic visit abroad, and during his three-day journey, Tracy, the Holy Father will first meet with the Hungarian President Katalin Novak and Prime Minister Viktor Orban, as well as Hungary's bishops, priests and religious and other members of the clergy. In addition, he will speak with refugees, visit disadvantaged people and visually impaired children, address the young people of Hungary and the representatives of the academic and cultural world, and meet with the local Jesuit community. On his last day, the Pope will also celebrate Mass for the faithful at Kossuth Square in front of the iconic building of the Hungarian Parliament.
And we know Pope Francis will return to Hungary after about a year and a half. I'm curious, how is Budapest preparing to welcome the Holy Father?
Well, as you pointed out, Tracy, this will not be the Holy Father's first visit to the capital of Hungary, but it is actually going to be his first official one. The last time Pope Francis traveled to the country was in September 2021, when he celebrated the closing Mass of the 52nd International Eucharistic Congress, which was held in Budapest ahead of his 4-day visit to Slovakia. At that time, the pontiff praised the ecumenical spirit, family protection, and ecological awareness of Hungarians and promised that he will return to Hungary. Tracy, the arrival of the Holy Father is eagerly awaited by everyone in the country. Cardinal Péter Erdő, Archbishop of Esztergom, Budapest, also affirmed with joy that a pastoral visit, a meeting with the community of the faithful, was something that had been desired for many years by the Hungarian people. So it is by no coincidence that the organizers of Pope Francis's apostolic visit to Hungary chose the motto, "Christ is our future." Hence, they believe he will bring a message of hope to the Central Eastern European nation.
And before I let you go, can you tell us what is the situation with the church in Hungary and what issues do you think the Holy Father will mainly focus on there?
Absolutely, Tracy. According to the national census in 2011, over 50% of Hungarians identify as Christian and at least 38% of the population identify as Catholic. Although during and after the coronavirus pandemic, the country experienced a decline in mass attendance and vocations to the priesthood and religious life, the International Eucharistic Congress certainly had a positive impact on the Catholics in Hungary, especially on young people. And I think everyone hopes now that the Pope's visit will spark a similar faith renewal in the country. But Tracy, the Holy Father's trip to Hungary at the end of April, among many issues, will likely focus on migration to the European continent and the war in Ukraine, as it is bordered by Hungary, which since day one of the Russian invasion has provided humanitarian aid, accepted an estimate of 1 million Ukrainian refugees into its territory, becoming the second largest host or transit country after Poland. So I believe Pope Francis will not only bring a message of hope, but of peace, calling for the end of war and for the importance of building bridges between people through the restoration of Christ-like dialogue. Tracy?
Domonkos, thank you so much for that report from Hungary. We appreciate it.